Yo, what's up? I'm Dulex, and today I got an interesting project that I'm working on. There's actually a client who reached out to me because she actually started building a van and realized after she got into it that it might be a little bit too difficult. She's already done the floor, the walls, and some of the wiring, and she already purchased a whole bunch of equipment that she wanted to use in the build, so I'm gonna try my best to incorporate that. So this is the design I came up with for her. I don't really know if I fit everything in there, but let's get the van into the shop and see how close I can get it. I got the van into the shop. It barely fit through the door, but now we can see what we're working with. First thing I'm gonna do is remove all of this stuff out of here so we can start with a clean workspace. Now that I got everything out of here, I can see that the foundation in here is actually pretty decent. There's just gonna be a few things that I'm gonna need to redo. Some of the wires that were run are not the right kind of wires. Using these solid core wires like this in a van is not really a good idea because the vibration from moving down the road can get them to separate from connections, and that can potentially cause a fire or a short or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna end up redoing these outlets too. These are not crimped on, these were just twisted on there, and that can potentially come off. So we're gonna end up redoing all of this wiring. On the roof, she's got reflectix up here, and that's not actually insulation, so I'm going to go ahead and add insulation to this as well. And then these framing pieces that she put in, she put them straight on the beams. This is actually going to create a thermal bridge. In these areas, it's going to be either really hot in the summer or really cold in the winter. So what I'm going to do is remove these and make them go in this direction instead of this way to limit the contact points with this metal beam, and that's going to make the insulation a lot better. This client is really concerned about maintaining a good temperature in here, whether that be summer or winter. And I think the best way to do that is to build a wall here so that you can separate the temperature going on in the cab from the back. So I'm gonna put in a pocket door right here and an insulated wall so that she has maximum temperature control. I'm waiting for some parts to come in, so I can't finish that pocket door right now. So in the meantime, I'm gonna work on the roof rack. There's still no signs of those sliding door parts, so I'm just going to move on to the bed. The client wanted a Murphy bed, and it's really into the look of rounded cabinetry, so I'm going to bend some of the wood around the edges. I designed this bed to be able to be used without moving any cushions, and I'm going to be using the wall itself as the leg as the bed comes down into the resting position. As I mentioned earlier, the edges of this bench are going to be rounded, so I need to take a straight piece of plywood and bend it around a radius to replicate its shape. This requires us to do a series of what's known as kerf relief cuts. This is when you slice into your wood without cutting all the way through the material, and do it several times in a row, leaving empty space behind the front veneer of the plywood, so that when you're looking from the front, it looks like it's completely bent, but if you look from the side or the back, you can actually see that there was space made for this curve to happen. The whole bench is together, so now we're going to turn our attention to the bed frame. My parts finally came in to work on the pocket door, and this is actually the first one that's going to be painted blue to go with the ocean theme. So let's get back to the shop and finish that up. All right, I just got this shipment of parts in that I needed to install the camera system because the client wanted to be able to see what's going on all around the van. So I'm going to go up to the roof rack and install these on there, run them all down to a screen so that she can see what's going on. So I'm going to have to get creative with this one. The client said that she wanted to have the ceiling remind her of the ocean. And she even made this mock-up to show me what she meant by that. I'm going to do the best that I can to try to make it look like the ocean. And in my opinion, the only way to do that is with a 3D cutout. So what I'm going to do is take some pine, glue it all together, and carve out the shape of waves. And we'll see if it actually looks like the ocean or not. Now that I got this up on the ceiling, I wanted to test out the lighting before I cover up the screw holes. So I'm just going to hook it up to a battery so that I can see if the lights work. I think that looks all right for now. You let me know if it actually looks like water. I can't tell yet. I'm too close to it. I've been doing too much with it. So now I can fill in the holes and then I might as well do the actual electrical system next. Actually, before building the electrical cabinet, I need to build a closet next to the bed. The client needed a space to put her hanging uniforms for work. The closet is in there, so now I just need to put a border around the back doors, and then I can install the electrical cabinet. This electrical cabinet is going to be a little bit more complex than some of the others because you need to be able to open it up entirely so that you can access all of the individual electrical components for maintenance. So what I'm going to do is put the first wall on, build all of the electrical components, and then put the second wall on to close the cabinet off at the end. Now that that electrical system is done, I know exactly how much space I have left at the end of this side of the van here. The client did not want a shower. She wanted to have more space for storage, and she wanted her toilet as far away from the kitchen as possible. So I'll do her one better. I'll actually build the toilet in an enclosed cabinet that pops open so that you can do your business without spreading it around. You know what I'm saying? So now the entire driver's side of the van is done, but there's nothing on the other side yet. So I'm going to jump across over there and start building the kitchen and pantry. So I was able to get this side of the kitchen done, which mainly just has the refrigerator, some cabinets, and pantry space. But I'm gonna hold off on doing the doors and drawers on this because I'm gonna have a lot of doors and drawers to do for the rest of the kitchen. I wanna do them all at the same time. So I'm gonna shift my focus to the other side of this cabinet so I can build the actual kitchen, getting started with the carcass. In order to build the internals of the kitchen, I need to put the countertop in now. So the client sent me this box full of keepsakes that she got from her travels, and most of them are flight attendant related, and she wanted me to incorporate them into the counter somehow. So my plan is to take a butcher block counter and route in the shape of a passenger airplane, and then put all of these items inside the cutout and fill that hole with epoxy. That countertop is going to take a little while to cure, so while I wait, I'm going to put in the cabinet that goes above the kitchen. Now that the plumbing is done and there's no leaks, all of the main components of the van are actually finished, but it just doesn't look done. So I need to put in more doors, more drawers, trim, and kind of just dial everything in so it looks a little bit more finished. So let's knock it out. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. I know it took me a while to put this video out, but I ran into some setbacks while I was building this van, so it took me a little bit longer than expected. But rest assured, if I go a couple of months without uploading a video, I'm probably working on a van, and I might even be sitting in the next project right now. So if you want to see an in-depth tour of the van you just saw me build, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because that's going to be coming out later on this week. If it's already out, then it's going to be right here on the screen for you. And if it's not out, then you should check out my last build right here. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.